Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Miss Faye and this is my world. Okay, today's topic is knowing when to let him go. Knowing when to let him go. Okay, before we get started, I want to say welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to all of the new viewers. Welcome to all the new subscribers, and welcome to you who have been with me from the beginning. I appreciate you all so very much, and I want to thank you for your comments. I read them every day. I really appreciate you letting me know how you feel about these messages. I want to thank those of you who leave a donation. I appreciate it so very much. Now those of you who are new to the channel, I will answer your relationship questions. So at the end of the video, I'll show you a link where you can send in your questions, and I will either answer them on air or I will answer them privately through the email. And you have a choice to let me know which one you prefer. Okay? And those of you who are interested in these caps, they are now available in my online store. So just go to the description and go to the bottom and you'll see a link that says online store. Just click on that link and there you are. Okay? Now let's dive into this topic today. How to know when he's no good for you, and how to know when to let him go. Okay? All right. Today's message was inspired by some letters that came in, but I want to show you a video first. Let's look at this video, and then we're going to read some letters, and we're going to talk about this subject. Okay? Here we go.
These are the signs of a man that's controlling you. He made you cut off everybody that love you. You always leaving work early every time he call you mad. You don't have time to have fun no more. You always doing something for him and you ain't doing nothing for yourself. You want to please that man so bad, you don't want that man to walk away, so you doing everything so he won't go nowhere. He controlling you. He don't love you. Second sign, no matter what you cook, it never tastes good. No matter what you buy him, it never good. He want everything to be perfect. In your mind, you doing everything right as a woman, but he not pleased with it. A lot of men like that are damaged by their mamas. They never seen love in a woman, that's their mama. So no matter what you do good for him, he ain't gonna see no love in you. So stop doing all this stuff. Start focusing on yourself. You leaving yourself out every day. You trying to show that man love and he throw it right back in your face. He treats you the way a mama treated him. If you don't leave, you ain't gonna be no good for another man.
Okay. All right. You see what he said? He was talking about how men control you and manipulate you to do what they want you to do. And ladies, we don't have to comply to that. We don't have to comply. But I can tell you why we do comply, because we don't want to lose him. Let me tell you something. If you have to go through those types of changes just to keep him, you don't need him. You don't need him. Let him go. Wait. Work on yourself. Wait until the right one comes along for you. And when he's right, you will be happy with him. He will not criticize you. He will not try to manipulate you or control you. Those are some signs that he could be the right one if he's not doing any of those things. Okay, let's look at this first letter. Okay, here we go. All right, this young lady says, I have been in a relationship with my partner for a year and a half, and we have been living together for a year. I am 32, and he is 20 years older than me. Okay, so you 32, and he is 52. The good thing about our relationship is his second job allows him to travel the world for free. And in the past year, we have been to Punta Cana, Costa Rica, and in Cancun. He gives me excellent therapeutic massages multiple times a week. He is a professional chef, and that allows me to have access to 5-star food for free. He takes care of his mother and children. His emotional intelligence is admirable. He is a great conversationalist, and 80% of the time he successfully goes above and beyond to be the perfect gentleman. What concerns me is it often feels like he's controlling when interacting with me. I have mentioned this to him a few times, but he is not receptive to my concern. Whenever I mention which behaviors of his bothers me, he flips the conversation toward me and starts to talk about my imperfections. You know, controlling men do that. Whenever you want to point out to them things that bother you, they want to turn everything on you to when there's nothing wrong with you, or they would have mentioned it when it happened, not now that you're pointing out the issue that you have with them. You understand? I've had men to do that to me too. That's no good. To me, that means that they are not willing to change that behavior to make you happy. That's what it means to me. Because most times when they flip it back to you, it means that they're not going to change for you. You understand? That's the cold, hard fact of it. Okay, let's see what else you say. Another concern is that he often pays his most important bills extremely late. Not because he doesn't have the money, but because he doesn't prioritize paying on time. I guess this is a concern of yours about him paying bills because you're living together. Okay, so I guess you're looking at these little things about him before you decide whether you want to go to the next level with him if he proposes. Oh, okay. All right. Oftentimes, he seems like a compulsive liar. Wow, that too. And he is cheap with a scarcity mindset. All right, now wait a minute. He's taking you on these trips, but you say he's cheap? So you're just going along the trip, and because I guess he's asked to go cook some places, and so you get to go. But he's not doing special things for you. I mean, not special gifts of flowers or whatever like that. So you say he has a scarcity mindset and he's cheap. You know what? That's no good. About 6 months ago, we had an argument, and at the end of it, he mudged me in my face with an open hand. And after that, he pushed me with so much force that I lost my balance and stumbled. Uh-oh. All right, now he's showing you his true face. If the bed was not next to me, I would have fallen. It took him days to apologize, and when he did, he said that he has never put his hands on anyone before. He's lying. You already said he's a compulsive liar. He's lying. And actually, this is the beginning of the abusive cycle. That's what's happening here. This is just the beginning of the abusive cycle. It's going to get worse and worse and worse the longer that you stay with him. Okay, Does a man ever push and shove a lady only once? If you were in my shoes, what would you do? I would leave. If I was in your shoes, I would leave him. Because, number one, you've gotten to go on these trips. Okay, but you said that he's cheap and he has a scarcity mindset. Listen, I've been with men who have loads of money. But listen, this is the way I feel. If they're not spending on me, what does it mean to me that what they have? It doesn't mean anything. This is the point. If you are with this man and he's cheap, why do you want to be with him? I wouldn't. And now that he's abusing you, you see, abusing you. But now it could have been that he was love bombing you before taking you on trips and whatever, just to get you, just to bring you in. Now that he feels like he has you because you are living together, now he's going to show you who he really is. And that's where the abuse comes in. He is an abuser. He's already mushed you in the face and pushed you. Next time, he's going to punch you. You understand? You understand? This is just the start. If you take it, you will get more of it. Remember, this is spiritual. Whatever you accept in your life, the universe says, okay, you know, you like this, so let me give you more and more and more of it, because you're staying in it. You understand? You have free will. And this, ladies, this is your power. This is your power. When he pushed you the first time, you should start packing your bags. Never stay with a man who puts his hands on you like this. No. No. What is it going to take? Him to punch you in your eye next time? For you to get the message? This man is only controlling you. And let me tell you something. It's not love. That's not love. I don't care what he says to you. And he only apologized to you after a while so that he can get in your good graces again. That's all it is. He's not sorry he did that. And that was not the first time he did it. It was the first time maybe that he did it to you. But it's not the first time. This man has anger issues. And you cannot build a relationship, a good relationship, with somebody who has anger issues. He is abusive. He is physically abusive. And he's cheap. You don't want him. Let him go. That's my advice to you. I don't care how many trips. Or what you understand? He's not doing anything for you if you say he's cheap. What is he doing? Leave him. Leave him. He's not the only man out here who can take you on trips. There are men out here who can lavish you and treat you like the queen you are. You don't have to take this, and you shouldn't. My advice to you is to leave him right away and start loving yourself. You understand? When you love yourself, you don't take treatment like this at all. I don't care how much he makes or what. He's controlling and manipulating you, and now he's starting to beat on you. And you know that beating is the next step, because he already sees that you take the pushing, and he'll smudge you in your face. Ladies, we never accept this kind of treatment. So my advice to you is to leave, and leave as soon as you can. Okay? And hopefully He's not living in your place. If he is, you need to get rid of him, period. Okay? All right. Let's look at another letter here. All right. Okay. Sister asking me for money, and she has a deadbeat man. All right. Let's look at this. I recently reconnected with my sister after years apart due to our narcissistic mother. Things have been going okay. We talk frequently and have hung out a few times. Well, today, my sister texts me and asks to borrow $90. She claims she only has $15 in her account after buying groceries. However, she gets food stamps. 3 kids, so her food should be covered for her and the kids. Okay, I'm going to stop here. Let me tell you about food stamps. Okay? Let me tell you, I don't know, I'm pretty sure they're no better than they were years and years and years ago. Okay? There was a time in my life when my kids were very little. And I broke up with my husband, and I found myself in a situation to where I needed food stamps. Okay? They gave me $260 some a month to feed 3 kids. Let me tell you something. That's nothing. I'm sorry to tell you. That can't feed 3 kids. Not unless you're feeding them oodles and noodles every day. You understand? Let me tell you something. $260 some does not feed 3 kids. So for you to say she's getting food stamps and that should cover her and her kid, apparently you've never been on food stamps and you don't know that situation, but I have. I know that situation, and it does not cover food for those kids. You understand? Other than food, those kids need a lot of things that when you're just getting food stamps, it don't cover that. Okay? So, all right, let's see what else you say in this letter about your sister. Here is the big kicker. She has a man who lives with her. Okay. That's where the deadbeat man comes in. Okay. He's the father of her youngest child. They both have jobs as well. Just the other day, she uploaded pics on Facebook of her and her friends at some male stripper event. She was posing with handfuls of $1 bills and also posted videos of her making it rain on the strippers. What a waste, especially if your bills are not paid. Fast forward, she is asking me, a single mother, for money when she has a man with whom she has been with for years. Well, apparently your sister has no self-esteem, no self-worth, no value. If she's with a man and he's not doing anything for her, she just feels fortunate that he's around, I suppose. You understand? Your sister really just needs some guidance and understanding of who she is and what her worth is. Okay? So I can understand why she's with this man who is not providing for her. She's just not understanding. She's not understanding how this should work. Okay? All right. I told her I did not have extra money to spare. I was not about to tap into my savings for this nonsense. Okay, I want to go back to when you said she was with the male stripper events. Okay. You know, these events can get kind of crazy. You understand? And your sister, you know, I don't know if she paid to go there. I don't know if she was invited. You know, like some people have their birthday parties at these events, and she may have just gone there. Okay, now the money that she's holding up in Facebook, she may have just scooped it up out of the ground and held up these dollars. Or she may have asked a friend to let me hold this for take the pictures. I doubt it if that was her money. This is what I'm saying. People do the same thing when they take pictures in front of fancy cars that don't belong to them. You understand? They're just trying to present an image to the world. Now she's trying to present an image that she's having fun and it's all about money and all that. When a lot of these people don't have 5 cents in their pockets. But they do things like this because they want to present an image that they're having a wonderful time and you know they have all this money. I'm telling you, she either borrowed this money from somebody just to take the picture or probably just scooped it up off the ground just to take the picture. Understand? I doubt it if your sister has the money to be making it rain in some strip joint. Okay? I'm writing this letter to ask him if I am wrong. I feel very disgusted and irritated by her even asking me when she literally blows money and has a man. I think what's really bothering you is that she has a man and he's not providing for her. You understand? And you feel like this man ought to be providing for her. Okay? Now you said in the beginning that you had a narcissistic mother. Narcissistic mothers can do a lot of damage to their daughters. And I mean in the psychic. In their psychic, a narcissistic mother can do a lot of damage. You understand? And I'm sure that you and your sister have probably suffered narcissistic abuse from your mother. And more than probably, quite possibly, you have both suffered narcissistic abuse from your mother. And it has affected your sister in the way that she lives and probably affected you in the way that you live. You understand? And this was probably the reason that you were not growing up close together. And this happens in a narcissistic household. I tell you, because I grew up with a narcissistic father. And, you know, the household that I grew up, the siblings were not close. Because, see, the narcissist causes chaos in the family. In these families, the siblings are often fighting against each other and are not close. They don't grow up close in a household like this. You understand? So this is what's happening with your sister. Okay? Now you say some other thing. Let's see. I am clipping coupons and budget shopping so that I can save more money. I do not have money to contribute to nonsense. I have decided to distance myself a little. Dealing with her drains me. I am normally a yes person. However, I am learning boundaries. It's always something, and her man makes it no better. Okay. All right. No, I don't think you're wrong. I don't think you're wrong. I think you should love yourself first. Take care of yourself first. You understand? And I know how it is when a sibling comes in and really takes advantage of you. You understand? They take advantage of you. But they do it because they don't feel like that they can find the income that they need for themselves. So they look at it get it from other people. And she knows that you're probably a hard worker, you know, and you seem more stable than she is. So she'll come and ask for you to fill in the gap. You understand? Apparently, your sister really needs some help. She needs to start loving herself and all of that. But we're going to concentrate here on you. All right? You are not wrong. You're not wrong. Take care of yourself, your own needs first. You say you don't have spare money to just throw away, and I understand that. I understand that. You know, if she comes to you, you know, and tells you, you know, that the kids need something and you may want to help with that, that's different. But you have to be discerning. This is a tricky situation because this is your sister. This is your sister. And she may ask you for money at one point when she really needs it. You know, she really, really needs it. But I can understand you don't want to give her money when that man is there. I don't think I would want to either. And you need to tell her that. As long as you are with him, I am not going to give you any more money. Tell her that. And see what happens. And you can tell her that as long as he's there, it's his job to provide for you. You need to explain that to your sister because I don't think your sister understands that. You understand? I don't know her situation. You understand? But I don't think she understands that the man that she is with is supposed to provide for her and not you. So explain that to her. And I hope that my advice helps on that. And I hope that your sister heals and comes around and understands that her life is not going to get any better until she changes. It's never going to change unless she changes. But for you, you protect yourself at all cost. Do not throw your security away trying to help other people. Okay? And I'm telling you, that's no matter who they are. Okay? All right. Let's look at another letter here. All right. Here's a young lady that says, I'm recently getting over a traumatic experience that happened with the father of my daughter. He has avoided taking responsibility for her and has yet to meet her. Okay. I spend time and effort trying to get him to at least be a financial, responsible father and person. I recently realized and concluded that I can't force him to be someone he doesn't want to be. Thank you. You can't change people. They are who they are. That's it. So I gave up. I am focusing on growing and improving myself. I decided to pursue a career as a helicopter pilot. My daughter, who also recently showed interest in helicopters. When they fly above her, she starts smiling and pointing or waving to the helicopter. Her joy of watching the helicopters fly by intensified my desire to pursue that as a career. I see it as a confirmation that is what I'm supposed to do. I keep visioning myself flying while my daughter watches me. Because of her age, she doesn't understand that I want to be a pilot. I am currently not dating anyone. I don't think I'm ready just yet. Physically, I'm not in the shape I want to be at. I also feel that I have to rebuild myself up from what I went through. Okay, I want to stop here. Physically, I'm not in the shape that I want to be at. Okay, I hope that you are not referencing that on getting with someone. Okay, your physical appearance should not be a factor in whether you are engaging with someone or not. You understand? It should be what is coming from the heart. Okay, I think a lot of us really get wrapped up in what we look like physically and forget to work on the inside. And look, when you look at other people, you want to look on the inside of them to see what they're coming with. Okay? How do I let guys know that I'm not ready for a relationship just yet without being disrespectful? I do feel pressured to date, but I am not completely healed and ready. I really want to be healed and be myself again. I don't want to offer a broken second-class version of myself. It won't be fair to anyone. You're absolutely right. You want to heal before you get involved in any relationship of any kind. But more importantly, you said here you want to be a helicopter pilot. You should put all of your focus on that, on your dream, and not on a man. Put all of your focus, all of your energy toward this career, toward this desire. Accomplish that goal before you decide to date anyone. I'll tell you why. Because, ladies, and be celibate, I'm going to tell you how to accomplish this dream. Be celibate. You're going to harness all of your energy. All of it. Okay? You're not going to share your energy giving it to other people having sex. Okay? You're going to harness all of your energy. And you're going to focus it on your desire to be a pilot. All of it. All of your concentration, all of your energy is going toward your desire. Okay? If you meet somebody and start dating, now part of your energy is focused on that person, and only part of it will be focused on your desire, which is to become a pilot. You understand? Being a pilot is an important thing. You need all of your energy to focus on that. You understand? You don't need somebody else coming in and causing a disruption or confusion or anything. Focus on your desire. And once you accomplish it, then if you meet somebody, you understand, that you feel like you want to date, get to knowing them. That's all it is, getting to know them. Then, okay. Because then hopefully by that time you get your pilot's license, you'll be financially stable and secure and on your way to build a bigger empire for yourself. You understand? I want you to be independently, financially stable. And it's hard to build your empire when, when other people are involved in it. You see? You date somebody else, they're going to have something to say about what you're doing, why you're spending so much time practicing or studying or what. You don't need that. Focus on your career. All of your focus. And these men that want to date you, just tell them you're not interested. That's not a problem. And that's not being disrespectful. Not being disrespectful. Just tell them you're not interested in any kind of situation or relationship right now. Now, if they just want to be friends, where you all just go out, you know, once in a blue moon, like with other friends, you know, maybe in a group of friends, and he's there. Okay, cool. Go out and have some fun. That'll be a release from you working on your desire. You see, you'll have an outlet for a release, but it'll be with friends. And you won't feel pressure from one person. You understand? Because if you just went out with him, then he's going to feel some kind of way. And he's going to have something to say about what you're doing and your time and all that. Don't do that. No. Go out with friends. And if he wants to be a part of the friend group, this way you'll get to see him and how he engages with other people and a lot of things. You understand? But don't lock yourself down with any relationship right now while you're trying to pursue your dream. Okay? Your dream is more important. You have plenty of time for these men. They're not going anywhere. As a matter of fact, when you pursue your dream, you'll have other men after you. You understand? But here, no. No. You continue to heal. Continue your healing journey. And don't hook up with anybody right now. Concentrate on your dream totally. And this is the way to bring it into fruition. If you put all of your energy in it, you will have your dream. Okay. All right. Let's look at another letter here. Okay. Okay. This lady says after she watched the video on soul ties, that now she knows what she's been struggling with. I've been going back and forth with this narcissist for 20 years or more. Wow, that's a long time. Because I know why. Because he kept coming back. He kept coming back, making you feel like he was going to be different each time. That's what narcissists do. Okay? Twice he married someone else during the breakups. You see, narcissists cannot be alone. That evil energy that has possessed them cannot be without supply. It has to have supply, a steady supply, every day. You understand? That's why he gets married. You see? But then when the wife catches on, they want a divorce because this narcissist is evil. Nobody can live with this demon. Okay, here we go. This last trip ended almost 3 years ago, and I'm tired of the constant reminders and memories. I'm sure I don't want him anymore. I just feel like it's going to take more time to get that out of my system. Yeah, because you have a soul tie and it's pretty tight. You understand? But you can't break it. But it's going to take some time. Okay? I just don't know how. I hate him and wanted bad things to happen to him. Don't do that. Whoa. Don't ever wish bad on somebody else. I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why, ladies. Listen. Whatever energy you put out is going to come back to you. Whatever energy that you put out is going to come back to you. So you don't want to wish bad on anybody because it's going to bounce right back to you. And I know you didn't know that, but you know it now. Don't do it. If people do bad things to you, you work on yourself to love yourself and just let that go. You understand? Don't wish bad on people. You say, I hated him and wanted bad things to happen to him. Now, not so much. That's how I know I'm getting better. Well, yeah, you don't have that anger that you used to have. So, you know, you're getting better, but if you're still thinking about him, the soul tie's still there. Okay? Everything you said about the narcissist, I lived it. I wish I could totally forget about him. I've been celibate since the breakup, and I feel great. But the memories, I don't want. Stay celibate. Start with your affirmations, okay, every day, and meditate. Every day, 15 to 30 minutes. Just sit quietly with yourself and listen. That's what meditation is. You're listening. And the divine would speak to you and put you on the right path. And see, this is healing. This is healing. And this is what you want. You understand? You're on the right path. And I'm glad to hear it. He also furnished my condo when we lived together. And he was very emotionally unavailable. I also live with the constant reminder as well. The bed hurts my back. The couch is worse. Every time I come home, I get depressed, hot, and sweaty. You know why? Because his energy is still there. That's why. I'm telling you, when the narcissist discarded me, okay, and left, I was devastated. I really was, because I put my whole heart in that relationship. I really did. And it's funny. I wasn't going to marry him the way that he was, but I was hoping that, you know, with my influence, he would be a better person. See, I didn't understand about the narcissist. I did not understand that you can't change a narcissist. In fact, you can't change anyone. But the narcissist is a special kind of demon that you cannot change. He's already changed. You understand? I did not understand that. So that's why, you know, I put my heart in it, thinking that maybe I could influence this person to be a better person. No. And when he discarded me, I was very devastated. You understand? For a long time. But he had brought in this beautiful bedroom set. And I loved it. It was, you know, that all wood, that big heavy wood and everything. It was beautiful. And when he left, I couldn't sleep in that bed anymore. I couldn't sleep in it. When I go in that room, he was in there. And it just kept me in misery. You understand? I couldn't break that tie with that in my home. And plus, he had given me jewelry. Given me jewelry. You understand? First, I got rid of the bedroom set so I could sleep at night. And when I did that, I could. I slept like a baby. I did. I sold that. And then the next thing, after a while, I realized I needed to get rid of the jewelry. You know, he had bought me some rings and stuff that I loved. I wore all the time and everything. I took them off and put them away. By the time I did that, and with my affirmations and my meditation, it took me 2.5 years to get over it. You understand? It's not an easy process. It takes time. And 20 years, it's going to take you some time. But if you follow the steps that I followed, I'm sure that you'll break this tie completely. I got rid of stuff that touched my flesh that he got me. The jewelry, that meant something to me. And the bedroom set that I loved that he gave me, I got rid of it. And it felt like a weight was lifted. A weight was lifted as soon as I got rid of it. You understand? This is your path to healing. So that's what I'm recommending to you. You say, should I get rid of all this stuff and move? Well, I move. Are you in an apartment, or are you, you know, was this your apartment that he moved into, or what? You know, I'm not clear on that. Or it's a home that you two had together. I don't know about the moving part. But the stuff, if this is your house, if this is your place, and he bought stuff, get rid of it. Get rid of it. And I bet your back won't hurt anymore. And the couch won't be worse. Okay? His energy is still there. See, narcissists, because they are evil, they can manipulate energy from far away. They don't have to be right there. From far away, they can still manipulate that energy because they can still feel your pain. And that's what they want. They want to inflict more pain on you, even if they are far away. Now, this guy has been back and forth for 20 years, so you know he's going to try to come back. You already know that. Never take him back. Never, ever take him back, because he's out to destroy you. That's the bottom line. Okay, people, I hope that this message helps someone. Now, those of you who have questions that you would like for me to answer, here is the link. Send your questions to MissFayesWorld@hotmail.com. That's MissFayesWorld@hotmail.com. And keep your letters to one page. Just summarize your situation and ask the question. If you prefer me to respond to your question through the email, just put it at the top of your letter, and this way it won't be overlooked. Okay? I want to thank you all for supporting this channel. I want to thank you for your letters. I appreciate them so much, and I hope that my responses can really help you toward your happiness and your blessings. I wish you all well, and I wish you the best, and I hope to see you next time.